Disability Network Eastern Michigan's logo appears on the screen. Disclaimer: our assistive technology program is just one of the ways that we are able to assist consumers in becoming more independent. We are not endorsing any of the products we demo. We are using them as an educational resource to show examples of existing technology available for people to use and help eliminate barriers.
Today I'm going to talk about assistive technology for augmentative and alternative communication. Augmentative and alternative communication, also known as AAC, is used by people who are nonverbal or who have speech barriers. Some examples of people with disabilities that may use AAC include people with autism, people with ALS, people that may be deaf or hard of hearing, and even patients in the hospital who cannot use their voice. There are two types of AAC. There's unaided AAC, which is where people may use facial expression, body language, hand movement, and even vocalizations to communicate. And there's aided AAC, which uses assistive technology such as paper and a pencil, where people can write words or draw pictures, speech-generated devices, and communication boards, also known as AAC boards. A lot of times people that use AAC will use as many tools as possible. This includes both aided and unaided AAC. In front of me, I have two AAC boards. To my right, I have a printed AAC board. And printed AAC boards usually focus on specific topics that allow people to communicate. So on my screen, I have an enlarged image of the printed AAC board in front of me. And this printed AAC board is intended for use at the hospital or during doctor's appointment. And it's printed on both sides. On the front side of this AAC board, people can communicate what they want, how they're feeling. And there's also an alphabet or a keyboard where people can point to different letters if the images or icons don't have the words that they want to say. They can spell it out on the alphabet. On the back of this board is a diagram of the human body where people can point to different areas to show a doctor or physician where they're experiencing pain, the level of pain they're experiencing, and even what type of pain. There's also additional images and icons that they can use for further communication. Over to the left-hand corner of my screen, I have a close-up image of a high-tech AAC board. And this is a AAC app that's on my tablet. And there's many different types of AAC apps that can be downloaded onto a tablet or a phone. Some AAC apps include Prolo To Go and Weave Chat, just to name a few. And high-tech AAC give people a lot of options for customization. They can make their own topic board or use a generic board. And a lot of times they would even voice where if someone touches a icon, the device will read what was tapped on. And this can help to further bridge a gap in communication. It should be noted that high-tech and low-tech AAC boards do not replace one another. They should be considered a complement to one another. For example, if you're going to the beach, you may not want to take a phone or tablet with you because of the sand, or maybe you don't want to buy water. And in that case, a printed AAC board may be better. Also, some benefits for a printed AAC board. For some people, it's easier to learn and more simple. Whereas for a high-tech AAC board, there's more that can be done for communication, but it does take longer to learn. Ultimately, it comes down to the individual, how they prefer to communicate and what they prefer to use. I hope this was helpful, and please stay tuned for our next video where I'll go more in depth about AAC Boards and show you an example of how our AAC app works on this tablet.
Thanks for watching. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more information about us, visit our website at www.dnemichigan.org.